Hello there, Survivor fans. My name is Jeff the Shark, and you're watching the Survivor Surf vs. Turf finale. Today, they've got all our contestants from the season, from Simon, then the Trunks, Orion, Susie, Moo, Stripes, Blubber, Wally, Wallace, Tortoise, Clippers, and Celio. And then the final four, all still in this game. We've got Dino, Mimi, Sharky, and Spring, all fighting to get to the end. Today, only two will make the finals, where one can be crowned sole survivor. And here, to cheer on these animals, is a packed house of Survivor fans. We know you're ready for it, so this is it. Survivor Surf vs. Turf finale! 36 days ago, 16 animals began the adventure of a lifetime. Survivor. They were split into two tribes, the Surf Tribe and the Turf Tribe. They competed in challenges for immunity, very hard challenges where they had to work together as a team. Also, they voted each other out at Tribal Council. Alliances formed, such as the Four Oceans Alliance. The Four Oceans was strong, and they took out many players from the game, including Susie. Other alliances, like Sharky and Wally's alliance, formed, as well as Spring and Mimi's. And Wallace and Dino had an alliance as well. And from these alliances came our final four. Dino. Early in the game, Wallace and Dino started working together, and they stayed in the middle of the game. At the merge, they worked with whoever they could, and they survived in the game. But soon enough, Wallace was taken out, and Dino was left alone. Dino stayed in the middle though, and Sharky actually played an idol for him. But recently, it's gotten pretty tough for Dino, as he's fallen out of the alliances. Now, with 3 days left, can he survive in the game? Mimi. Early on, Mimi found that he was one of the funniest players in the game, and some of his absurd strategies, such as the bush strategy, actually worked. Mimi formed an alliance with Spring pretty early on, and they've been together ever since. At the merge, he worked with Wally and Sharky as well, and they formed a very strong alliance. Mimi's won challenges, and he's also found an idol. What new strategies will Mimi try to get to the end of the game? Sharky. Sharky's had a roller coaster from friendships with Wally and also fighting with Susie. But Susie was taken out, and at the merge, Wally and Sharky worked together with Spring and Mimi, and they formed a strong alliance. But soon enough, Wally was taken out, which left Sharky all alone. Soon enough, he found an idol as well, and played it on Dino to keep his alliance on top. And now, with just 3 days left, he's the last surf remaining. Can he survive? Spring. Spring began the game by working with Mimi, and they have stayed together since. He's proven to be good in challenges, both in team challenge. He also proved very worthy in individual challenges, winning an immunity for himself at Final 8. He also won an advantage in the game, a steal a vote. And at a tribal council, Spring used a steal of a vote with Sharky and Mimi to work together to take out Flippers, one of the strongest players in the game. Now, with Mimi and Sharky on his side, can Spring survive? These are the final four. One will be sole survivor. Dino, Mimi, Sharky, and Spring. 3 days left, 4 animals, 1 survivor. Guys, we're the final four. It's amazing. There are only 2 days left. I'm so excited. Now that it's just 4 of us left, it's kind of just spending these days not really doing anything, because when there's only 4 players in the game, there's not much to talk about. There are not many variables in the game. So it's complicated, but it's pretty simple as well. Listen guys, this is a great spot for us right now. Us 3 in the final 4, it's amazing. Yas, if us 3 get through this vote, then we're in the final 3 together. And then, just duke it out. If you guys are down for your final 3, then I'm down too. Sounds good. I'm kind of scared because now there's only 4 players left. We're really getting towards the end of the game, and in this spot, I don't know how my chances are, because Mimi and Spring are big players, and I think that they're going to be willing to take each other to the end, but not me, because they've known each other longer. They are better partners, and so it's a scary spot for me because I'm thinking maybe I should have made a move. Right now, I'm in a tough spot, so my best plan for right now is to get to be friends with everyone who's left in the game, and hopefully to build a strong bond with them so they can be potential alliance members later on. Remember the old turf tribe? Yeah, it was fun. What a long time ago that was. Yeah, no kidding. I can't believe we're in the final 4 now. Yeah. Wait, so let me get this straight. You have a son named Mimi Jr., then a daughter named after your wife, named Sally Jr., and then a son named Norris? Yas. It's kind of complicated, but it's fun. You know, Sharky, isn't it funny that you and I each had a best friend whose name was Wall something? I had Wallace, you had Wally, and they went out 9th and 8th? It's kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose so, when you think about it. All I can do right now is hope they trust me, because it's my only shot. Other than that, maybe winning immunity, but right now I'm in a tough spot, and hopefully I can survive. Come on in, guys. Wow! Amazing! So cool! Whoas! Alright, Mimi, I will take back immunity. That is Jeff's. Thank you. Alright guys, and today's challenge. You must climb up some ropes to letter tiles. You can only get 3 tiles at a time, so it's 5 trips for 14 tiles. Once you have all the letters, solve the puzzle. Whoever wins this challenge is guaranteed a spot in the final 3. That's a 1 in 3 chance at $1 million. I'll give you a minute to strategize, and then we'll begin. For immunity, survivors ready, go! I can't climb. Ruff, ruff. Alright, to the top first. I wish I learned from Wallace. I can't climb at all. Alright, making some progress. Alright, first 3 letters. Wait, 3 L's? Spring, that's what I'm gonna give you. Oh! Oh yeah, Dino? Well, I'm already back, and you can see you have no tiles so far. Alright, we should really get back to the challenge. Agreed. Alright, Sharkies, we're here. Alright, Mimi, good job. There's a lot of work to do, but we can catch up. Alright, 3rd time. Right now, Spring has a massive lead, as Mimi and Sharky have just put down their first tiles. Alright, there we go. I'm catching up. Me too. Oh, this thing is so hard. 39 Days of Survivor can really take a toll, as they're finding out right now. It's almost impossible to reach the top. But you gotta do it, guys. You can do it. Alright. How? Spring has just 2 tiles left. Everyone else has a lot more trips to go. Alright, I'm getting the hang of it. Just like that, Dino has only 5 left, as the animals prepare to head up to the wall again. There we goes. Got it. Now Spring has every single card he needs. He can begin working on the puzzle. Alright, stay calm. Stay calm. Big lead. Don't blow it. Alright, there's 3 more. Slowly but surely, Dino's worked his way up, and now he has just 2 cards left. Finally! There we go. Okay, 8 more cards left. Okay, all organized. Now, what words do you spell? Man. Yas. More letters for Mimi's. Now Mimi is back in it, as Dino gets more letters for himself, the final ones. All ill? What could these mean? All dolls. What do all dolls do? Okay, there we go. Time for Smart Dino. Mimi, this is not good. Yas. Got the last ones. Okay. Now everybody's in on the puzzle except for Sharky. Alright, that's a big word. Dollars. So let's see. No dollars. What do these letters make? No dollars mile? This doesn't seem right. Alright. Huh. Well, I think millennials, but there's no E. Millennials are old. Huh. Alright. Mini, solo, la. Noi mil dollars. This seems close. Milon? Huh. Million. Ooh, that's a start. I million dollars? Oh! Jeff. Yes! It's $1 million! Spring, you're correct. You have won the challenge. Yippee! Oh. Hey, I got all the tiles. Alright, come on up, Spring. You have won. This is amazing. Congrats. You're in the final 3. Everyone else, there's Tribal tonight, where somebody will be the 13th player voted out. I'll see you then. Head back to camp. Spring, awesome job. Yeah, it feels so good. I can't believe I'm in the final 3. The more I think about it, the more I realize that Mimi is a really good option to keep, at least for me. Because with Mimi, I can ensure that there's a bigger threat than me in the final 3. Because he's won challenges, so he's a big threat to the others. And so, if I can have him stay with me, and have either Sharky or Spring with me in the final 3, then I'm in a good spot because they'll want to take out Mimi. Mimi, listen to me. This is a big vote for us. You and I can work together and force some fire. Because if you stay, then you're in a spot where you're in the final 3 with 2 players who might want you out, and that's not a good spot for you. I guess so, but maybe I'll be taken to the ends. Are you sure? I mean, you've won 2 challenges, and you have a lot of friends. I think that it'd take you out. To be honest, I'm really not sure if I want to stay with dinos, because he seems like a player who can flip on you in an instance, and so he might be only looking out for himself, not for me. So maybe I'll take him out tonight and stay with my allies. I think that's what I want to do, but maybe it is smarter to go with him. Maybe I will be taking out next votes. It's a huge decision. Alright, Spring. Right now, this is a turning point in this game. You and I can be the final 2, if we play smart. Wait, you're not saying, yeah, I think Mimi should be the vote tonight. Because, look at him. He's a huge threat. He's won challenges. He's a funny guy. He's probably going to win in front of a jury. So if we want to win and make it to the end, we should take him out, because there's no way that either of us are going to win with him in the end. So if we take Dino with us, we give ourselves a better chance in the challenge, and also, we give ourselves a better chance to win in the end. Our alliance was great. You know, having us 3, me, Mimi, and Spring, it was awesome, and we were a great alliance. But this is the final 4, and we're playing for $1 million here, so if one of us is going to win, if I'm going to win, I gotta take him out. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, and it's kind of out of the blue, and so if you don't feel comfortable with this, just let me know. We can take out Dino, alright? But no matter what, we're gonna be good. We're gonna stay together. Yeah, I agree. I think Sharky's got a great idea, but it just seems crazy that my partner, who I've been with for this entire game, to take him out, it would just be too hard. I'm so glad I have immunity because I feel safe, but, you know, this is a hard choice, and I don't know what I'm going to do here. Listen, Springs. You and I know, we're goods, taking out dinos. Yeah, you think so? I know so's, and me, you, and Sharkies, we'll just fight it out at the ends. Tonight, I have a hard choices. I have to decide whether I want to stay with my alliances or completely flips. It's about friendships versus $1 million. I've been with Mimi this entire game, but now I have a chance to take him out and possibly win. It's about friendships versus $1 million. We will now bring in the members of our jury. Wally, Wallace, Tortoise, Flippers, and Celio voted out at the last Tribal Council. Alright guys, this is it. We're finally here. The true end of the game. Spring, how crucial is it at this stage to win immunity? Right now, this means the world, because I know I'm in the final 3. I know that with one more challenge, I can be in the finals. And when we're this close to the end, every single thing that you can get as an advantage matters. And so I know I'm not going home tonight, and I can try to work my way into getting a deal with going to the final 3 with who I want to. So Sharky, being someone who doesn't have immunity, what's your thought process going into Tribal? Well, right now, there are so many angles, because in one part, you're trying to decide if you should protect yourself by just saying, I'll vote for whoever you want to, just to stay safe, but also, you want to think about your own game, who you want to be in the final 3 with, and so, it's crucial you get things done that go your way tonight. Now Dino, for the majority of this game, or at least after the merge, we've seen that we've had a strong alliance of Spring, Mimi, and Sharky. But is that so strong anymore? Have you found a way in? Well, you know, no alliance lasts forever, and they have to realize that tomorrow it's going to be the final 3, and when it's them, do they really want to face those who are with them? So, I think I've tried to find a way to get them to go on my side and show them what's really happening, and hopefully they stay with me tonight. So Mimi, at this stage, what do you do to show others that you're not a threat that you think that others should go. Wells, all you gotta do is prove to everyone that there are others who are bigger threats. And if you can do that, then you can stays. Because when I think that there are other players who can beat them, they want to keep yous. Alright guys, this is a crucial vote. I'll remind you, if there's a tie, we go to a fire-making challenge. Alright, it is time to vote. Spring, you're up. I will go tally the votes. Okay, I will read the votes. The first vote. Sharky. That's one vote, Sharky. Second vote. Mimi. That's one vote Sharky, one vote Mimi. Uh-ohs. Third vote. Dino. That's one vote Mimi, one vote Sharky, one vote Dino. One vote left. Oh, snap. Wow. This is crazy. The 13th player voted out of Survivor, Surf versus Turf. Mimi. Whoas. Phew. Mimi, I'm so sorry. It's okay, Springs. Those are some real fireworks. All of yous, never gives up, guys. Mimi, the tribe has spoken. Wells, I must say that I'm surprised Spring turned on me, but I also am surprised I made it this far. I had funds, and now I can go to Ponderosa's and eat all I want. And then there were 3. You guys have just 2 days left. You have to fight as hard as you can to win this game. Tomorrow, I'll see you for your final immunity challenge. Rest up and get ready for it. Alright everybody, that was a crazy tribal, but now I'm here with the one who was just voted out. Mimi! Mimi, one of the fan favorites. So, how was your experience out there? Well, it was amazing. Oh, thank you everybody. Yeah, it was incredible. I had so much fun. It was a great time. I just can't put it into words. It was just so much fun. And to meet my new friends and to get in alliances and play the games was just the best. So, in the end, your downfall was your alliance turning on you. How does that make you feel? Well, honestly, it was a smart move because I might have won in the end. And so I'm glad they made the smart moves instead of just voted me out because they wanted to, you know? It was a really smart moves for them to win the games, and so, good in thems. Alright, any regrets, Mimi? Not really, I just had fun, and it was a great experiences. Alright, well, we're gonna get back to the show soon, but just so you know, there's a fan favorite vote tonight, and Mimi, you're one of the ones in the running. Alright, 2 days left, guys, 3 animals left. So, back to the shows. Wow, with no Mimi, this camp feels so empty. Yeah, it really does. Yesterday was the hardest decision I've ever made in this game. I took out my best friend, but I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm going to win this game because if I'm willing to make that move, I can do anything. So this challenge coming up is huge. Although guys, it's kind of nice though. I mean, there's really no strategy at this point, just trying to survive. Even though last night my plan didn't work, I'm still fine, I'm still here, and that's all I wanted. So, as long as I can either win this challenge or convince them to keep me, I should be in an okay spot. Six votes ago, Wally was taken out, and at that point, I didn't think I could survive at all. But here I am, in the final 3. And now it's going to be tough to win this challenge, but I know I can do it. I have to say, last night was crazy. I thought I was going home. Me too. When it was 1 to 1 to 1, man, that was so exciting. That's what you live for. So guys, what do you think the final challenge is going to be? I don't know. I wonder if it's going to be something really big or something really small. Remember last year that maze? It was so cool. I hope it doesn't come up again. Yeah, that was a hard one. I think since we had a hard challenge yesterday, it's going to be pretty easy. I guess we'll see. This is the final challenge. It's all individual now. It's crazy. If I win this challenge, I get to decide to go to the finals with me. And that's huge, so I really want to win today. This entire game has been so annoying being the swing vote. But if I win this challenge today, I'm going to swing vote one more time, and I have all the power in the entire game. So, if that happens, I'll be so excited. I really want to win. This entire game I haven't won a single challenge, but I'm still here. I think today I'm destined to win. This is the most important one of the whole season, so if I win today, I have all the power, and I can win this game. Alright, let's head out. Come on in, guys. Whoa. Wow. What? Hello there, Final 3. I know what you're thinking. How is this a challenge? Well, if you've seen Actual Survivor, the final immunity challenge in the first few seasons is hand on an idol. All you must do is keep your hand on the idol. If it comes off, you're out. The last one remaining wins immunity. Sharky, Dino, Spring. Whoever wins immunity today will be guaranteed a spot in the final 2, and gets to decide who goes with them. It's a lot to play for, so Spring will take immunity, and then we'll take our places. Alright, we're in our places. This challenge is officially on. Sharky has a fin on, Dino has a foot on, and Spring has his face and also a foot on. So guys, this is it, the final challenge. We are here and it's going to be a long one, so might as well get comfortable. This one's a lot tougher than the other ones. I mean, anybody can just run around and jump over stuff, but to just sit here, just touching this idol for hours, is going to be so tough. Yeah, this final challenge is truly a test of your mind. I can't believe we're at day 38. Yeah, I've known you guys for so long. Might I add that it was a crazy tribal last night. You guys are amazing. If you don't mind, could you tell us who you voted for? Well, I voted for Mimi. Apologies, Sharky, but I voted for you. No problem, I'm still here, so it's fine. I voted Mimi as well. Wow, so a lot changed. Well, Now we're down to 3. At this point, it's really just individual. I hope so. So guys, anybody's hands sore yet? Well, no, but my fin is. I'm kinda tired a bit. I don't know, it's a long challenge. I'm just bored. Yeah, I guess. There goes the exciting final immunity challenge, just you guys are sitting around with your hand on an idol. That's it. I'd say it's epic in its own way. Alright guys, well, now we're going to do a bit of a change. We're going to be switching around positions. So, you guys are going to walk around the idol, keep your hands on, but just go clockwise around. So Sharky, you go where Spring is, Spring, go where Dino is, and Dino, go where Sharky is. Alright, good. So, who's ready for the 39-day feast? I hope I am. Hope I'm there. Hey, have either of you begun writing your speech to the jury? Ha! No. Yeah, it's way too early. Alright, just checking, guys. Ooh. I'm tired. Oh no! Well, it's official. I'm sorry, Sharky, you're out. Dang it. Oh. That's how fast it can happen. Just a quick yawn, and now Sharky's out. Well, that's not good. Spring, wanna make a deal? No. Unless the deal is that you give me immunity. No. Looks like we'll see a battle. This is exciting. It's gonna be so boring. Cue the epic music. We are 3 hours into this epic challenge. Ah! It's time to fight for immunity. This is for $1 million, potentially. Mimi said to never give up. I can't do this anymore. Wow! And after 38 days and 3 long hours, Spring wins immunity. Oh, I did it. Wow, great job. You too. I couldn't ask for a better final 3. Spring, when you're ready, come on over. Alright, here you go. With this necklace, you hold all the power in the game. Tonight, you'll vote somebody out and decide who goes to the final 2. Sharky, Dino, it's been a long game, but one of you is going home tonight. Head back to camp and I'll see you at Tribal. Well, this is it. Good job, Spring. Yeah, good work. Thanks, guys. Alright, who wants to go first? Tonight, the way it works is that Sharky can only vote for Dino, and Dino can only vote for Sharky. So that leaves it that I'm the only vote. And now I'm in a crazy position because, on the one hand, I decide to go to the end. I can choose the fate of the game. But also, I send somebody home and ruin their chances of $1 million. And that's not fun. So it's a tough choice tonight. Hey, Spring. So, I mean, I guess just, I hope you choose me. I mean, you know that Wally's gonna vote for Sharky, so that's one animal for him. He has friends in the Surf Tribe, so that could be a few more votes for him. I mean, he's pretty dangerous. Okay, but what about Wallace for you? And, I mean, I kind of ruined the chances of the Surf Tribe. Yeah, but I was on their side and I flipped on them, so they could be mad at me. Also, we've played very different games. I mean, you and Sharky have played pretty similar. You've been together for this entire game. Me and you know, there's a better chance of you winning against me because there's a difference between us, and you can point that out. That is true. Alright, well, I'll consider it. Thank you, just think about it, I guess. I want to win, and I know I can win, but tonight, I need to show Spring why I can't win, because if he's going to take me to the end, he has to believe that he has the ability to beat me. And so, I'm just trying to show him why I won't get votes, and why Sharky will get votes, so that he thinks that he has a better chance against me. Dino does have a good point. I mean, if the jury sees that me and Sharky have very similar games, they might just choose whoever they like better, and that's not good for me. With Dino, we have very different games, and we're separated, so if I can show all my strengths, they won't be his strengths, so it's a plus for me if I bring Dino. Hey Spring. Hey Sharky, how's it going? Well, could be better, but pretty good. You know, I feel like the jury's looking at us right now, and looking at you, seeing as you've just betrayed Mimi. And if you do that to me again, they'll see you as someone who's a backstabber. But if you keep me tonight, you can kind of change your image from someone who betrayed his friends to someone who was loyal to his friends. That's very true. Also, I made many promises to the Surf Tribe, the members of the Surf Tribe and their alliance, and I didn't keep it. So, I mean, if you want to take someone to the end, take me because I won't get their votes. Right now my goal is showing Spring that keeping me benefits him, and showing him that me being in the end with him is gonna be beneficial for him. Sharky does have a point that getting rid of him tonight makes me a backstabber 2 times in a row. If I keep him, then I'll repaint my image, and it could be better in my position if I keep him in the game, but that could be dangerous. I know that Sharky and Dino are both animals I can beat, but I think they're both animals that can beat me as well. I'm really scared, and I don't know what to do. This is the most important vote, and I can't mess it up. We will now bring in the members of our jury. Wally, Wallace, Tortoise, Flippers, Celio, and Mimi voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, let's get down to business. This is the last tribal council where you'll vote somebody out. Spring, you've won immunity. How does it feel? Well, there's so many feelings. I'm scared, excited, just amazed. I don't know, like, it's a crazy decision I have to make tonight, and it could determine $1 million. So, Sharky, you lost today. How do you try to get Spring to be on your side and take you to the end? Well, we're friends. We've been together for so long, in an alliance together, and to end that now at the very last stage would be just heartbreaking. So, I'm just showing him that, you know, if he wants to win this game, he's not going to want to take out his best friend. However, though, I mean, he just did that. I mean, look at Mimi sitting on the jury. Yas. I'm showing Spring that he and Sharky are allies, and that's why they shouldn't go together. Because, you know, they've played similar games. So, Spring, in a choice like this, what goes through your head? Well, I need to consider everything, because there are so many things that could happen. I mean, I have to think about who could vote for me, who could vote for Sharky, who could vote for Dino. You know, I have to think about how many votes will I get with each player I bring. and so it's a crazy decision because I have to play it so perfectly, and you know, I have to send home somebody who's going to probably be pretty mad at me. Alright, well, it's very tough, but now we're going to let the animals give their final statements to why you should keep them, so Sharky, go first. Alright, Spring, well, it's your choice, but you know, we're friends, we've been together for a long time. If you want to be seen as a backstabber, then take Dino. But if you want to be seen as a loyal player, then take me. Well, Spring, he's your friend, but also a fierce competitor. I mean, he's played really well. He has a lot of friends in that jury. You know, look at Wally, look at the Surf Alliance. I think that he'll beat you if you take him to the end, so I think you should take me. Alright, well, a lot has happened. Spring, are you ready to vote? Ready as I'll ever be. Alright, Spring, tonight you'll cast one vote. Whoever you vote for will join the jury, the 7th member of the jury, and become the 14th player voted out. It's time to vote. Alright, I will get the vote. You guys are both awesome. I'm sorry I had to do this. It's all good, Spring. Yeah, you're awesome too. Okay, I will read the vote. The 14th player voted out of Survivor, Surf versus Turf. Sharky. Wow. Sharky, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. You did awesome. Yay, Sharky. Alright, Sharky. Sharky, the tribe has spoken. I'm so proud. I made it this far, and I kept surviving. I made a new best friend, and I'm so happy to have played this game. No regrets at all. So, signing off, it's Sharky. Well then, we're down to just 2. Dino, Spring, tomorrow is your biggest challenge yet, facing the jury. There's a lot to think about, so head back to camp. Good night. Alright, what a crazy tribal, but what a great one. Spring had a hard choice, but here is the guy he voted out, Sharky. Thank you. Alright, Sharky, well, great job, you played an amazing game. How are you doing after your performance? I'm so happy, it was incredible. I mean, to meet Wally, to meet a bunch of new friends, it was just so cool, and to play all those challenges and to vote players out, it was just the best experience of my life. Now, so close to the end. Any regrets? I don't think so. I think I played as well as I could, and if I just won that last challenge, maybe I could have won the whole game, but, you know, things happen. Alright, well, just so you know, guys, Sharky's also in the running for fan favorite. Now, I'm gonna come down here. Alright, just can the camera follow me down here? Alright, right here, we got a little turtle right here. What's your name? Shelly. Alright, Shelly. Well, it's nice to meet you. I would like you to take this piece of parchment. Okay, nice. And write down who you think deserves to win Survivor between Spring and Dino. Alright. Alright, awesome. Thank you, Shelly. Hold on to this. We'll see if you're right after the vote. Okay, bye, Jeff. When we get back, the votes for who wins Survivor, Surf versus Turf. Wow, Dino, we made it. Yeah. Hey, 2 turfs. Oh yeah, I forgot about Surf versus Turf. It's just been so long since we've had those tribes. Through this entire game, all 39 days of it, I've had to fight. and now I'm in the final 2. I've won challenges, I've played advantages. I think I've played a good game. I think I deserve to win this $1 million. It's just showing the jury why I deserve it. I think it's going to be tough because I did vote out 2 important allies, and they might be mad at me, but, you know, I had to do it to get to the end. Also, I have to look at Dino. He's played a great game. Tonight, I'm going to go in there and just show the jury that I deserve this $1 million, that I played the best game out of anybody. Through every tribal, I've had to fight. I've been in the middle so many times, and I've had to flip-flop back and forth between alliances, and somehow I found my way to the end. I was never really part of an alliance, but I somehow got here, and I think it's pretty impressive, and I want to show the jury that I really deserve this $1 million. Although Springs won many challenges, I think I can prove that me not winning any challenges is kind of impressive as well. I think in this game I became the master of surviving, and that's what this game's all about. Are you ready? I guess so. This is crazy. See ya, Terramare. And hello, jury. Whatever happens tonight, it's been an honor playing with you. You as well. I can't wait. We will now bring in members of our jury. Wally, Wallace, Tortoise, Flippers, Celio, Mimi, and Sharky, voted out at the last Tribal Council. Tonight is a big night, centered around our final 2, Spring and Dino. Tonight, the jury is going to ask questions to figure out who they want to vote for to win $1 million. But first, Spring, Dino, make your opening statements. Alright, well, hello, jury. You know me, just a dog who came into this game as a wilderness survival guide, and I've really made some big moves in this game. I've made a ton of alliances, I've played strong, I've dictated the votes, and I've won challenges to ensure that I stay safe. I think I've played a really full game, and I think I deserve your vote. Alright, well, for me, I was aligned with many of you at one point, and I think that shows how much of a player I was in this game, that I was able to become part of every single alliance. I chose who I wanted to go home each tribal council by being the swing vote and ensuring that I stayed in a position of power. So, I'd appreciate your vote tonight, and I'm excited for your questions. Alright, thanks guys. First up, we will hear from Wally. Alright. Well, hello, Spring, Dino. Exciting game to play with you guys. I have a statement to say, not a question. So I want to tell you guys what I think you guys have done wrong in this game. Alright. Now, by saying this, I hope that this is something you can take and prove to the jury that what I'm saying here is actually wrong, and that you have played a game that has not had any of these mistakes. But this is just to prepare you for the night. Sounds good. Alright, Spring. First off, I want to tell you that you have played a great game, but you have made your allies do all the hard work for you. You've made them become the ones who have been the targets, not you. And you've basically been the leader of your alliance, but not taking any of the hits. So, for you tonight, I want you to prove what you've done that's been risky for yourself, and how you have been in the middle of your alliance doing all the work. Alright, thank you. Dino, for you, I feel like you haven't really been doing a good job of considering what's happening down the line. With all your flipping back and forth, you've made yourself into a player who hasn't really thought of what's happening next, just playing to stay alive now, and I want you to prove tonight how you are constantly thinking about how you would get to the end, instead of just surviving each vote, alright? For sure, thanks. Alright, thank you guys. Thanks, Wally. Alright, up next is Wallace. Okay, well I have 2 separate questions for each of you, Spring and Dino, so I'll start with you first, Dino. So, in this game we were partners, and that was great, but I'm wondering what would have happened if I stayed in the game and we were in the final 3 together. Well, I think I probably would have brought you to the end as we were friends, but I don't know, because we didn't really get to see enough of your game to really, I guess, see if you'd be a good choice to bring to the end. Okay then, and Spring, a question for you. How come you took me out at the final 8 instead of somebody else? Like, why was your choice for it to be me? Well, to be honest, I thought it would be best to take a swing vote instead of someone who is part of a strong alliance, because you were a huge variable, and if it was just our alliance against another alliance, it would have been a lot easier instead of having, our alliance against a smaller alliance against another smaller alliance. Having you and Dino together in the game was kind of dangerous, for us at least. Alright, cool. Alright, thank you, Jeff. Alright, up next is Tortoise. Alright guys, so I have a question for you, and it's that, how would you use your advantages in the game? It doesn't have to be something like an idol or anything, but how would you use your advantages? Well, for me at least, I consider myself having 2 advantages. That's, first one obviously is a steal a vote I had, and also Sharky's idol is one of my advantages, because he was in my alliance, and we worked in it together. So, we chose when to use these advantages based off of our chances of survival each round. So we chose to use the idol and Dino in the final 7 because we thought that it would be best to limit ourselves to hoping that he would swing over to our side instead of having a 1 in 3 chance of using the idol correctly, and then using the steal a vote in the final 6, because that was the last time we didn't have the numbers. Okay, and Dino? Well, my advantage was always being in the middle. I found I was lucky enough to be put into a position where I was the one to decide who would go home, and I played that each week strategically based off of who I thought would be best to keep in the game. And I think I played that well because I was able to keep players who would take me to the end. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Tortoise. Alright, next up is Flippers. Alright, hello. I want you guys to tell me the specific moves you made to stay in the game and increase your chances of winning. Not just get to the finals, but to win. So, Spring, you first. Okay, well, I'd say a move I made was, for sure, the hardest move in the game was taking out Mimi. Because if I didn't take him out, I would have been beaten in the end. Probably would have been beaten in the final challenge, might not have made it here. And if I had made it here, maybe with him, then it would be a bad situation for me. So, even though it was Sharky's idea, it was my choice to execute and take him out, and risk losing everything if he didn't go home, risk losing his friendship, and that's the biggest move I made because I had to do it to stay in this game and to give myself a chance to win. Okay, and Dino? For me, my moves were made at camp, because I was able to get into alliances all over the game and ensure that everyone felt comfortable with me. And by doing that, I ensured that whenever there was a tribal council, I wasn't going to go home. And an example of this was at the final 5 tribal council, when I was in the game and it was between me and Celio to go home. And because I made those bonds, the alliance of Spring, Sharky, and Mimi decided to keep me instead of Celio. And if I'd gone home, obviously I wouldn't be here, so that kept me in the game. Okay, but how'd that help you win? Well, if I hadn't built those bonds, I would have been taken out, and the whole game of Survivor is to survive. And if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have survived the votes, and I would have been taken out, and I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have the chance to win. Alright, fair enough. I'm good, Jeff. Alright, next is Celio. Alright, I want you guys to tell me how you were able to rebound from your lowest lows to get here to the final 2. Well, for me, my lowest low was getting to the merge. And at that point, it was just me and Mimi against everybody else. I didn't really know Dino and Wallace, and it was 6-4 in terms of surf versus turf. But I was able to rebound by building a strong bond with Sharky and with Wally, and getting our alliance into power by bringing Dino and Wallace to our side. And if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have stayed in the game, probably would have been eliminated pretty early in the merge, and I wouldn't be here. Alright, and for you, Dino? For sure the lowest point was when Wallace went home, because at that point I was left alone with no allies. It was just me against two strong alliances, and I was able to rebound from there by getting into those alliances and becoming a swing vote yet again. And if I hadn't done that, I would have been taken out when those alliances whittled down to just one alliance, and I was able to squeeze into the alliance of Spring, Sharky, and Mimi and get to the end. Alright, I appreciate it, guys. Best of luck. Thanks, Celio. Now, Mimi. Alright. I have one question for Springs. Springs, what did I mean to you in this games? Mimi, you weren't just my ally. You were my best friend. And that's the reason I voted you out. You were so likable, just so friendly and so good with relationships that to win this game, I couldn't face you in the end. This game means so much, but you meant even more, and I'm so sorry I had to take you out, but if it ruined our friendship, I'd be even more sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Springs, I forgive yous. Just remembers, you both played games worthy of $1 million. Alright, finally, Sharky. Alright, Spring, you took me out, no hard feelings, but now's the time for you to prove that you deserve $1 million. I want you to tell me why you took Dino. I don't want you to be nice, I want you to be vicious. Tell me exactly why he doesn't deserve to win the money, and why you deserve it. Wow. Well, Sharky, I can't answer that. I'm sorry, but Dino played a great game. The only reason I brought him to the end was because you played a better one. And if it doesn't earn your vote, that's too bad, but I can't answer that because that's not how I played this game. Okay then, thank you. Alright, an up and down tribal, but now it's time for the closing statements by Spring and Dino. Spring, you go first. Alright everyone, I appreciate your questions, and I hope you vote for me to win this game. Just remember that I played strictly to win this game. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope I didn't hurt your feelings too much. But just remember that I played to win, and I hope you can respect that. Alright, and Dino. Well, I had no immunities, no idols or anything, and my game was just to survive. And that's basically what Survivor's are about. So hopefully you can understand that my game was to keep staying in this game, and that's how I played my strategy. Alright, well, our final two has spoken. Now it is time for the jury to vote. Wally, you're up. Alright, I will get the votes. Alright, everyone, thank you for a wonderful season. I will see you back in Stuff Angeles for the reading of the votes. Alright, alright. Cochrane! Alright, take a seat. Take a seat. Thank you, everybody. And now, we're down to our finalists, Spring and Dino. In here, I have the votes for a winner. There are 7 votes in here. It takes 4 to win. So, I'll read the votes. The first vote. Spring. The second vote. Spring. That's 2 votes, Spring. Third vote. Spring. That's 3 votes, Spring. 4 votes to go. The winner of Survivor, Surf versus Turf. Spring. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. Springs, you are awesomes. He got all the votes. When we come back, Spring gets the $1 million check. We have a fan favorite vote. We ask all the questions from Spring to Dino to Mimi to Sharky, and finally, we'll reveal next season. All coming up on the Survivor Reunion Show. Alright guys, welcome back to the Survivor Surf vs. Turf Reunion Show. Here we've got all the animals assembled up on the bleachers. So, let's begin. First, Spring, how are you feeling? It's going wonderful. I was just handed this coin and told it's worth $1 million, so that's awesome. I plan on cashing it in and spending my money on a trip around the world. Wow, that's awesome. And so, this episode we saw that it was pretty tough for you, seeing you to vote out 2 of your allies. Was it crazy in that, or were they good decisions, do you think? Well, I mean, I think it turned out pretty well, since I won the game. But, you know, it kind of was tough for me at the time. Luckily, though, I've apologized to Sharky and Mimi, and now we're hanging out and we're friends, so that's good to see. That's awesome. Now to Dino. Dino, you were so close, but you lost 7-0. What seemed to be the factor that didn't give you the win? You know, Jeff, it was just that my gameplay didn't stand out. I played a game where I just always played to survive, and I didn't play risky at all. You know, I stayed in the middle, didn't make many big moves, so that was really what happened with my game. And I think that if I had played and won more challenges and, you know, been a bit more aggressive, I could have won the game, but it turned out how it turned out, and it's too bad. Alright, thank you, Dino. Now to Sharky. Now, Sharky, you asked Spring an interesting question in Final Tribal Council, that you wanted him to say bad things about Dino, why he took him to the end, why he didn't deserve to win. Spring denied you, but you still voted for him. How come? Jeff, that whole question was a test. My entire game has been about showing the world that sharks are really awesome animals that want to be your friends. And so I was testing Spring to see if he had that same mindset, if he wanted to be a nice player instead of a mean player. And when he denied my question by not saying anything bad about Dino, it really meant a lot to me, and that's why I voted for him. Alright, throughout this game you had a notable connection with Wally. How are you guys doing today? We're doing awesome, we're hanging out all the time, we're best friends, it's amazing. I'm so glad we came on Survivor because now we can just see each other every single day. We're actually neighbors now, which is awesome. And so, we're planning to go on a bit of a road trip soon, so that'll be fun. Otherwise, we're just hanging out and having fun. Alright, I know what everybody's wondering. How about Susie? Are you guys friends, or are you still enemies? Susie's a tricky one. You know, she and I just don't get along, and that's okay. I mean, we don't have to be friends, so we just have gone our separate ways and just not talk to each other at all. Alright, best to say nothing than to start a fight. Mimi, one of the most interesting characters. You had some crazy strategies, such as building yourself into a bush. How did you come up with those ideas? To be honest, half the stuff I did in the islands was just making stuff up as I went. You know, the bush strategies, I was like, maybe this is a good idea. Align with springs, maybe it's a good idea. You know, just having fun and doing whatever I wanted to is because, you know, I get to play this game once, and why not have funs? Alright, and Mimi, Secret Challenge Beast. A question for you. Where do you get your accent from? I have no ideas. It just happened one day. And it's been like that ever since. And it makes me specials. Mimi, you're one of the funniest players of the entire season. I'm glad you came. Alright, when we come back, we'll do a fan favorite vote and also reveal next season's theme. Survivor, Surf vs. Turf, Reunion. Alright, before the fan favorite vote, there's just two more animals I want to talk with. First off, Susie, one of the more interesting characters in the pre-merge. So, do you think that you and Sharky, it was all Sharky's fault in the arguments you had?
For sure it was. Sharky was always mean to me, and the edit of the season was awful. I should have gotten more respect. And I'm just so mad about everything that happened on the island. It's just not good.
Alright then. And finally, one of the most popular players, even though he was only the third player voted out, Orion. How are you?
I'm great, Jeff. I had fun. And now I'm off the island. I'm having a great time, swimming around, just living the best life.
What do you say to all this recent support you've been getting?
It's much appreciated, but I don't know why. I was voted out third.
Alright, thanks Orion. Now for the big moment, the fan favorite vote reveal. Alright, there were 3 animals who were up in the top of the vote. We had, first was Sharky, the next one was Mimi, and the final one is Wally. Alright, the winner of fan favorite receives $100,000. And with 4 votes and a fan favorite vote, the winner of fan favorite is Mimi! Yes! Congrats, Mimi. And this concludes the season of Survivor Surf vs. Turf. Here's the cast. And now, let's take a look at where we're going next. The greatest war of all the animals. A battle that has raged forever. This is Survivor. Cats versus dogs. Lions. Tigers. Cheetahs. Cats. Wolves. Retrievers. Foxes. Dogs. Which side will prevail? Coming next summer. Survivor. Cats versus dogs. We hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next summer. For now, I'm Jeff the Shark. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Survivor. Surf vs. Turf.